in Isaiah chapter 60 and verse number 22. I want to lift that C clause, the final clause of that verse, Isaiah 60 and 22. I'm reading out of the New Living Translation, and it says, "At the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen." At the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. I'm titling this devotional, He'll Make It Happen. He will make it happen. When I was reading that, it's one of those things where I almost jump out of the bed when I read it. It's I, the Lord, at the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. All of us probably have dreams, we have aspirations, goals, desires that we wish would have come to fruition by now, but they haven't. But let that clause encourage you. At the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. I love to eat those Bosc pears. I don't like just any pear because I don't like hard pears. I like the soft one. It's real juicy and it's tender, sweet. But sometimes I go to the store and I grab a few. I don't buy many because they're kind of expensive. Um, but I'm always looking for the perfect one. I'll pick it up and see if it's soft, see if it's golden brown and not hard. And there are times when I come home and I bite it and it's hard as a rock. No juice, no flavor, and it's disappointing because I'm expecting it to be ready and it's not. So what I have to do is I have to leave it on the counter, leave the pears on the counter and just let them sit. Let time and nature run its course a little longer. And in a few days, those hard pears, they ripen, they soften, and it's exactly what I want it to be. And that pear reminds me of dreams and aspirations and goals and desires that we wish would have come to fruition by now. God says, at the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. I get three things out of this little clause here. One is God knows when it's the right time. God is not asking us to tell him when it's time. That pear can look ready on the outside, but the inside still needs time. And sometimes that's the way we are. We may look prepared, we may feel prepared, we may look positioned, and we think in our own minds that the manifestation is overdue. But God knows that while we may look ripe, while we may look ready, while we may look prepared and positioned, he looks beneath the surface and he knows when the time is right. How many times have we bit into something before it was time? Whether it was a relationship, a promotion, a ministry opportunity, a dream, a goal. God knows when it's the right time. So it means that we have to allow things to sit, things to mature, things to wait until God says it's time. There have been times when I bit into those hard pears and it's even scratched the gums of my mouth. It's meant to bless me, but it ultimately it bruises me. That's the way it is when we rush God's process. God has something He wants to bless us with, but because we move ahead of Him, we're bruised rather than being blessed. So God knows when it's the right time. The second thing I see in here is that God takes full responsibility. He said, I, the Lord. He has not asked for any participation. He's not asked for any instruction. He says, I, the Lord, will make it happen at the right time. I, the Lord. He takes full responsibility. Isaiah doesn't just say it will happen. He says, I, the Lord, will make it happen. It's not a maybe. It's not a suggestion. God is saying, you don't have to force it. When it's time, it's going to happen. And God takes full responsibility. We don't have to manipulate our seasons. We don't have to kick doors down. We don't have to prove that we're worthy of it. We just let God ripen the moment. Let Him soften the heart. Let Him soften the situation. Let Him sweeten the outcome. And if we can wait on a pear to ripen, surely we can wait on God to do what God needs to do. So God takes full responsibility. I, the Lord. I, the Lord. His sovereignty is expressed there. I, the Lord. I think sometimes we take too much responsibility on ourselves and think it's all up to us to do it. It's not up to us to do it. God said, I, the Lord. So that's the second thing. God takes full responsibility. I, the Lord. And then the last thing, God performs what we pray for. Now, I think we take too much responsibility for the performance to the neglect of the prayer. God says, I will make it happen when the time is right. Our responsibility, keep praying, keep believing, keep trusting. While we are rushing, why don't we take time to trust? He performs what we pray for. I will make it happen, is what He says. That's what God says. And God ain't never lied. Never will lie. He can't lie. Whatever He says has to come to pass. So just like that pear sometimes has to sit on the counter, so we might have to sit. Not because God forgot us. I don't sit those pears on the counter because I forgot the pear. I sit those pears there because I'm waiting for the right time. God knows when the time is right. So if you're waiting, stay on the counter. If it has not happened, don't think because it has not that it will not. Stay in position. If doors haven't opened, stay encouraged. Because God says in His word, and His word is true. At the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Trust Him, believe Him, wait on Him, depend on Him, and He'll make it happen.